What's up, everybody? It's episode 72 of Pew Pew Nation Live. We missed last week. I apologize for not being here with you guys last week. I just wasn't feeling good. I had a lot of shit going on, and I had to take a night off. So I'm back. Thank you, Diane, for sharing. What's up, Bill? What's up, Stephanie? Zach? Facebook changed its setup. So, everything is messed up here. I'm on the wrong side of the screen. My comments are on this side now, on the right side. They used to be on the left side. Everything is just messed up. I don't know what's happening. Whatever. It's Facebook. They hate us. But we're here, so fuck them. Who cares? Diane said taking a night off. We all need one every now and then. Yes, we do. So I kind of wish that I would have just done it last week because I really needed tonight off, but I can't miss 2 weeks in a row. This weekend I have my first barbecue competition by myself. So as Pew Pew Barbecue, that is my team name. I'm doing my first comp myself this weekend. I'm leaving tomorrow, actually. So I got a lot of shit to do. My smoker's all taken apart right now. I cleaned it, got it all ready to go. It's crazy. So I've always been a helper at all the competitions. Matty B Barbecue. I've been a helper with Matt for a couple, I don't know, we've done like 7 or 8, 6 or 7 maybe together now. So as a helper, you do a lot when you're there, but you don't really get involved with a lot of the prep and stuff like that. So it's been a big learning curve doing it all on my own. So it's pretty awesome though. I mean, still got to make a trip to the store tonight or tomorrow morning. I got to get kale for my boxes, and there's just a ton to do. I trimmed 6 racks of ribs today. It took forever. It was pretty badass though. It came out really good. So that was the first time I've really trimmed ribs the way that I did them, and they're ready to go. So, all right, I'm trying to get this to work on my phone. There we go. Brian said he sent me a messenger. I will check after the podcast here, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back too. Welcome back. So if you guys are just joining us, a bunch of people are getting on here. This is episode 72 of Pew Pew Nation Live. Make sure you guys share the shit out of it right now. Tell all your friends to come over. They got to come to this page, though. So if you share the post, make sure you tell them click on the post so that they can get to the Pew Pew Nation page and be able to share this. So the reason we need your shares is because Facebook has shadow banned the Pew Pew Nation page, Facebook and Instagram actually, and it's the only way to beat them is you guys. We need our fans. We need you guys to share the hell out of it. So, Steve, what's going on? Eric's on here. What's going on, everybody? Good to be back. I hate missing a week. It sucks missing a week. I feel much better. Did some riding this weekend. It was a good weekend. It was fun. Beat the crap out of the YFZ a little bit. It was the first real test on that thing, and it kicked some ass. So, Steve's another Georgia boy. I love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, what else happened? So much happened. So much happened. I gotta talk, I'm pretty much a week behind on all this stuff. It kind of sucks, because, so constitutional carry, things like that. This was stuff I wanted to talk about last week, and I felt it was important to talk about this week, even though it didn't happen this week, it happened last week. So, we're kind of a week behind, but a lot of you guys probably haven't heard a lot of this stuff, so. Brian's getting his 257 Texan barrel back this weekend. Nice. Nice. Very nice. So this weekend I went up. I was up in Gaylord, Michigan. Did some quad riding, trail riding. Trails were good. A little bit of rain kept the dust down. A little bit of mud. Lots of fun. So it was pretty cool. Um, and then back in the swing of everything this week. I've spent the whole week already. Like I lost a day anyway because of Monday. Colton started school today, second grade, first day of second grade today, and this barbecue competition is kicking my ass. I'm not gonna lie. It is a lot of stuff to do before you go. Plus, it's my first one, so I don't have anything ready yet. Like I have all my, I know my recipes, I know my timelines, but I don't have, like, I cook at home, so like I don't have all this stuff mobile to just take with me. So there's a lot of moving parts that I'm learning and trying to figure out. So um, hopefully it works. We'll see. We'll know next week what I do. So make sure you watch the Pew Pew Nation page for updates at the competition on Friday. Diane said it'll all come together. Try not to sweat. Yeah, I'm not sweating too bad. I got it all together now. Um, like I said, it's just a lot of stuff. Like you got to bring a lot of stuff. You know, like getting all my knives ready. I was cutting meat all day today, and there's just a lot of stuff that goes into it that you don't think about. You know, like I thought I was done at the store actually, and I literally on the way here I just realized that I still have to go get my kale for the garnish for my competition boxes. So, but it's fun. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to do my own comp and see how it comes out. My sauce is amazing. I made my own barbecue sauces, two of them, one for chicken, one for ribs, and the rib one especially. Oh my God, it is good. So I'm pretty confident with those ribs. Brian said he never got his hat. Brian, I'll message you uh, after the show here. Chris has been sick as well, and had a bunch of stuff going on with his kids, so he might not have shipped it yet. So he might have forgot. But I'll look into it and figure it out. Speaking of hats, though, we do have hats to give away today. We got a hat to give away. We got a shirt to give away. We got magazines. We got some stickers. We got all kinds of shit to give away today. So. Appreciate that, Brian. Chris is feeling much better today. So he's just not on the show as he was still kind of wiped out. So normally he's with me. All right, let's talk about. Angela said she'll be the judge of the sauce. Bring her some. No. After the competition, I can't risk losing any sauce. I need as much as I can get. But no, you can try some, Angela, if you wanted to. We don't live far away from each other. I've been to your house. It's good. It's some serious sauce. The stuff is it's killer. Yes, we did, Eric. We did get the pole barn all wired up, and the outhouse has electricity in it now as well. So we got a lot accomplished up there this weekend, and had some fun. Built some monster fires, and it was a good weekend. It was. So Steve's been watching too much of the War Room. Yeah, try to avoid that stuff. Diane said, I've heard about 8 states have passed constitutional carry laws. Georgia governor's dragging his heels. I live in Michigan. Our governor hates everything that has to do with anything guns. So we actually have a pretty gun-friendly state, but it's just because we have so much hunting and stuff here that politicians know they can't touch our guns in Michigan. But we'll talk about constitutional carry. So last Wednesday, it would have been perfect because we would have had the podcast, could have talked about it right when it happened. Texas became the 21st and largest state to recognize only Constitution that only the Constitution, not a permit, is needed to be able to legally carry a handgun. Greg Abbott, the governor in Texas, the guy is awesome, loves guns, signed 7 pro-gun bills into law sent to his desk by the state Republican-controlled legislature. Among these was the House Bill 1927, which recognized that a state-issued license isn't required to legally carry a concealed handgun in Texas anymore. Move keeps the state's popular carry permit process in place for those who elect to obtain one for reciprocity purposes in other states. I can never say that word. This is what's great about Texas. If you do want to get a carry permit in Texas so that you can go to other states and carry, it's $40. That's it. You know how much it is in Michigan to get a carry permit? $125. Plus you got to pay me to run your class. You're into it for $250 at least once you're said and done to get a carry permit in Michigan. $40. That's all it is. That's the initial application as well as the renewal, which requires a six hours training by one of the 3,800 state-approved firearms instructors, which is the other awesome thing. So there's 3,800 state-approved firearms instructors in Texas. I think every state should have this. It drives me nuts. I take pride in what I do, in my training and my classes, and it sucks that there's all these trainers out there, or I guess you could quote instructors out there, that have no clue what they're doing. They're out there just to make money, just to collect a paycheck, and they're not approved by anybody. You don't need to really be approved by the state of Michigan. You just get your certificate and you can teach classes. It sucks. Texas is awesome. 3,800 state-approved firearms instructors. As of the end of 2020, before obviously this went into effect, there was 1,626,242 active licensees in Texas. So now, all those licensees can keep their license and be able to carry in other states, but they don't need a license in Texas anymore, which is freaking awesome because the Constitution is our carry permit. It says that we have the right to bear arms. That is it. It's written in stone. It really is. The right to bear arms. There's no reason that we need to have a carry permit. Constitutional carry is now in 21 out of 50 states. It's fantastic that it's getting bigger. There's the other states that recognize constitutional carry are Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Idaho, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Utah, Vermont, West Virginia, and Wyoming. They all adopted that law within the last 20 years. So since really 9/11, constitutional carry has become a thing, and it's fantastic. I wish that Michigan would go to this. I wish that we would lower the price of our CPLs, because I still do think, even with constitutional carry, I think it's a good idea to still, like, if you live in Texas, get your CPL still. It's $40. Who cares? Get it. You can carry in Michigan with it. Like, it's just way better, because if you travel at all and you're not going to just be in Texas, you got your license. It's just better. Hello, Moe. Diane said the Second Amendment should be all that is needed, 100%. So yes, so Texas is just, they're just making the news left and right. So they got constitutional carry now. They are still held up in the courts with their Texas-made suppressors. It should have gone through by now, but the Supreme Court and stuff, they're fighting it like crazy. They don't want that to happen. If you missed my conversation on that a couple months ago, probably, that was if a suppressor is made in Texas, a Texas resident can purchase it without a tax stamp in the state of Texas. But there was regulations and restrictions. Obviously, that suppressor could not go across state lines. Um, you had to be a Texas resident. It had to be stamped a certain way because it was manufactured in Texas. It can't be imported into Texas from another state. Uh, but unfortunately, that's still held up in the courts right now. So hopefully that goes through. But Texas is making waves, man. Texas is kicking ass. Yeah, Bill. Exactly. It's a good idea. Keep that license. Just so you can travel. At least you can travel with it. You don't have to worry about it. Um, but you have the ability now within your state to constitutionally carry, which is fantastic. Um, Meatloaf, green beans, and mac and cheese. It's what's for dinner. Bring me some. I'm hungry. Diane said cover all the bases. Exactly. God, this new Facebook setup that they have. This is so weird. Everything is wrong. Everything's on the wrong side of the screen. Ugh, it's so annoying. Even on my phone, it looks different. I don't know why they got to try to update their shit. Maybe they updated it and it actually works better now. It probably doesn't because it sucks. But I did have Chino Loco, but he's talking about mac and cheese and meatloaf. I want some of that too. Bowie, the meatloaf. Somebody got to get that. What else in Texas? Oh, Texas is all over the news right now because of the abortion stuff, the abortion laws, um, which is fantastic reading these comments from people. Uh, it's cracking me up. Moe got it. Stephanie got it. Ma, the meatloaf. What is she doing in there? So good. Such a good movie. Um, I thought I saw another comment that I was going to read, but I don't see it now. Alright, so, yes, so that's my thought on constitutional carry. I think that constitutional carry should be everywhere, and that's coming from I make money, I make a living off of running classes, so obviously constitutional carry is going to take away from CPL and CCW, gun safety classes, that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's the Constitution. It's important. Like we need to have it. All 50 states need to have that. Need to adopt it. And just go with it. Wednesday's Meatloaf Day. Man, now you guys are all talking about meatloaf. What's a meatloaf? I think when I get back next week, I'll make a smoked meatloaf. Brian carries in a semi truck. Stephanie had salmon patties. I'm glad everybody's talking about their dinners because you're gonna make everybody hungry. Although I did talk about barbecue earlier. So Brian carries in a semi truck. So how does that work? Do you drive? I'm just curious, Brian. Do you drive like cross country, or do you just stay within your state or a couple states or whatever? I'm just curious. So I've talked to some other truck drivers that drive. Yeah, Brian said over the road. Do you ever run into issues with carrying in your truck? Gavin said, I think some kind of safety classes should be mandatory for carrying. Some people just aren't that smart. Uh, by some people, you mean most people. I do agree with you, Brian or Gavin. Sorry. Um, I think that there should be safety courses. Like you should turn 18 and you're allowed to carry a gun. That should just be, honestly, it should be part of freaking school. That should be your senior year in high school. You should learn firearm safety. That's it. Why not? It doesn't make sense not to. You're turning 18 or you are 18 in your senior year of high school, and you can go join the military. They'll give you a firearm. Why don't they just teach it in school? It doesn't make sense. Like basic driver's ed class, Diane said. So, Brian, do you go to any states that don't recognize your carry license, though? How do you handle that if you're driving through? That's what I'm curious of. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just curious. Do you have multiple carry licenses? Because you can get out of state licenses as well. And I am curious about how you do that. So I've talked to other truck drivers before that they just don't care. And I don't blame them. But all right, so you lock it up. Yeah, exactly. Good, cool. Um, Brian, did you were you part of the strike the other day, or is it still going on? I'm curious. I haven't really seen anything of it. Which is really funny that Facebook doesn't post about that stuff. All the truckers were pretty much walking out, stopped driving because they're tired of bullshit. I don't blame you, Brian. I would literally carry if I drove a truck. I'd carry everywhere. I mean, I do. I drive a pickup truck, and I carry everywhere. So, Brian shut down. A few were doing slow rolls. Nice, good stuff. Um, you guys want to win something? Who wants to win? Let's do a hat. FreedomFatigues.com. Um, this is like a denim color, blue flag hat, American made. It's got the FF on the side there, mesh trucker style hat. Um, these things are awesome. So everything Freedom Fatigues is 100% American made, veteran owned. Freedom Fatigues is actually the parent company to Pew Pew Nation USA apparel as well. So you can check out freedomfatigues.com or you can check out pewpewnationusa.com for all of the American made apparel. This is one of my designs here. I pleaded second, Pew Pew Nation design. Um, and Freedom Fatigues has it all on their website. So everything is 100% American made, and the company is veteran owned. It's awesome. Diane said Facebook is bought off just like the mainstream media, all smoke and mirrors, showing only what they want people to see. Yeah, no, that's 100%. Why do you think Pew Pew Nation is shadow banned from Facebook and Instagram? Because they don't want people to see guns. They don't like that people are talking about things that they don't want them to talk about. There was some posts on the Right to Bear Arms page. Some people were asking about like where have has anybody found ammo? So those posts got flagged, or those comments all got flagged, and put restrictions on the Right to Bear Arms group. I policed the hell out of that group. I know all of Facebook's regulations and their community standards. So I fought those comments that they flagged because those people never posted. If you don't, the only way you can get in trouble for posting about ammo or guns is if you post direct links to where to buy ammo or guns. So if somebody was like, has anybody been able to find any 9 mil? And then somebody came on my post and commented, um, Cabela's.com or whatever, just throwing something out there, and like the exact link to where to go purchase that ammunition, then Facebook, it goes against Facebook's community standards. But when people are just asking, have you been able to find ammo, and nobody posted a direct link, nobody said anything about a store, nothing, and it still got flagged, so I fought it. Somehow, I lost the um, the fight on that. Somehow, it doesn't go against their community standards, so I sent them another email, and I asked Facebook, I said, you know what? I want to know, you put a restriction on my group for breaking community standards, but I didn't break any community standards. So I want to know what community standards exactly I broke and how that works. So I finally got a response back from them, and they told me that it was buying or selling ammunition on Facebook, and that you can't post any links. They literally sent me this. I can't post links to the to where to purchase. And I was like, nobody posted a link. Show me in that comment where somebody posted a link, or in the post where somebody posted a link. And they were like, oh, there was, they asked a question that would have led to people posting links, so it went against community standards. So like literally the fucking Facebook people don't even know their own community standards. They just interpret them however they want to, and then make shit up when it doesn't go against or go with what they want it to go with. It's a joke. It's an absolute freaking joke. Bill said, cool hat. We're going to give that hat away in a second, Bill. Stephanie got her Do Not Comply shirts and love it. Yes, I was actually going to wear that shirt today, and I forgot to change. But if you guys go on PewPewNationUSA.com, go to the apparel, check out the new Do Not Comply shirt. So if you do not agree with the mask mandates, with the vaccine mandates, all that BS, that is what that shirt's about. That shirt is about not being a sheep and being a wolf, being a leader. Not just following the herd and complying however you want to comply. That's what that shirt's about. And it makes a statement. When you wear that shirt out in public, people talk. People say stuff. And I'll tell you, I'm in Michigan, and it's about split half and half in Michigan. I've had really nothing but amazing feedback from that shirt so far. Every time I wear it out in public, somebody is like, yeah, don't comply. I love the shirt, man. It's sweet. So make sure you guys go check it out. Plus all the other Pew Pew Nation apparel. There's Brian's comment. I was wondering why everybody was saying thanks for your service, Brian. Most cops, when I show them my U.S. Army retired DL, they have nothing but respect. It's awesome. And thank you for your service. Diane said you're right. Those of us who watch Pew Pew know. Oh, I lost it. You're having to look for the real news and real stories. And you have to fancy up how you type words so the algorithms won't flag posts. Yeah, exactly. It's a struggle. Like it's just ridiculous right now. And that's the thing. Like I'll find stuff that I know is true, but I can't allow it to go on the Right to Bear Arms page or the Pew Pew Nation page, because I can't risk losing the pages, because this is how I get everything out to you guys. And so I just had to kind of bite the bullet and censor myself pretty much because of it. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Dan said unreal. Or Dean, I'm sorry, Dean. Bill Earl said, "My vax, my body, my choice. Unvaxxed, unmasked, and unafraid." Exactly. That is it. That is what the do not comply shirt is all about. I just don't care. And I don't care if you get a vaccination. I don't care if you wear a mask. It doesn't matter to me. Um, but I'm not going to do it. So, same with anything. I'm not going to go to concerts if they're making me show a vaccination card. I'm not going to go to stores that want me to do that. I'm not going to go to restaurants that want me to do that. Kiss my ass. I will make my own food. I'll make my own entertainment. I will figure out other things to do. Because if everybody just keeps complying, then that's what's going to happen. Is it's everybody's just going to we're just going to keep making rules. It's going to get just like it is now, where more and more stuff keeps coming, is because people are complying with it. Oh well, if I just go get vaccinated, I'll be able to go to this show again. I'll be able to go to this restaurant again. No, don't do it. Do not comply is on a black shirt right now, as of right now. Brian, Brian's plugging his YouTube. Brian, post a link to your YouTube. You're good, man. I don't care. Alan said, "I can live without." Exactly. I can live without it. I don't care. I really don't care. I will live without it. There's nothing that I need to see, that I need to do, that I need to eat at. None of it matters to me, honestly. I am going to live my life, and I'm going to live it how I want to live it, because the government does not run my life. They don't pay my bills. So the more you comply, the more compliance they will demand. Exactly. That's exactly it, Bill. It was funny. I can't remember what the post was exactly. It was a media. It was I don't know. Oh, that's where it was. Fauci. I don't know if you guys saw. Fauci created a new strain of COVID. It's called Mu. So, I guess instead of sheep, they just started making us cows. Cows follow the herd too. And they had to even make a strain of COVID called Moo for all the cows out there that just follow the herd. Can't make this shit up. It's like every single time. Oh, now the new Moo virus is out there, and if you're vaccinated, you should still wear a mask out in public because the Moo virus. The fuck makes this shit up? It's just crazy. I said that. Cindy commented, "Moo stands for made up." That's fantastic. I just said that. Who makes this shit up? It's crazy. You can't even make it up. And it's just unbelievable. It really is. Seatbelts is where it started, Brian said. Seatbelts, helmets, all that shit. Like, I'm all for, honestly, I buckle up every time I get in a car. I make my kids buckle up. Everything else, But, I'm all for, let people not wear helmets. Let people not wear seatbelts. Let people figure it out for themselves. If you die in a car accident because you weren't wearing a seatbelt, that was your choice not to wear a seatbelt. I don't need the government to overlook my life and make me safe. I don't need it. I know how to stay safe myself. I don't need somebody else to keep me safe. That's what I just don't understand about any of that shit. Diane said they're Greek names like sororities and fraternities. They could be, but I'm going to say that I like Cindy's answer. It stands for made up, or the sound. I like mine, that the sound of the cows make when they're in their herd heading to the cliff. Earl said it's not the government's job. Exactly. It's not the government's job. Like I said, I wear a seatbelt. I do. When I ride my four-wheeler, I wear a helmet. Literally this year, I pulled a side by side off of a 7-year-old little girl that almost died. They got airlifted out of the trails. Like, helmets do work. You know, that kind of stuff. Like, I get it. But there shouldn't be anybody telling me that I have to do this. These options should be there. And then if you want to do it, you can. Just like a mask. If I want to wear a mask because I feel it makes me safe, I'll wear a mask. If I want to go get a vaccination because I think that the vaccination is going to keep me safe, it's my choice, I'll go get it. Same with seatbelts, same with helmets, all that shit. Steve said government has gotten too big. Government has absolutely gotten too big. And there is nobody, I don't care who it is, there's nobody in the government that's not bought and paid for. That's all there is to it. Nobody. Donald Trump included, any of those guys. They're all politicians that are literally bought and paid for by some way, shape, or form. Not that all of them are not working for us still. Some of them are. Some of them still work for us like they should. But they're still owned by somebody. Brian said I took orders, did as I was told for 3 years, even though I didn't agree with everything. That's part of the military, that's for sure. Biden leaves $85 billion in weapons to the enemy and tells me he's coming for my AR. Yeah, it's freaking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All right, let's give a hat away. FreedomFatigues.com, the blue flag hat, all American made, 100% American made, right there on the tag. And when they say American made, we're not talking it's just designed in America, it's not just printed in America. This is American made fabric, this is an American made hat. Every piece of this is made in America. The fabric that's used to make it, the stitching, the design, the printing, everything is made in America, as is everything on FreedomFatigues.com, as well as PewPewNationUSA.com, if you click on the apparel list. Alright, let's, you guys ready? There we go. Now we're caught up. Brian said wait. What are we waiting for? Alright, we're going to give it away. So when you see start, if you're new to Pew Pew Nation, the way we do these giveaways is we are going to pick a number, 1 through 100. And when you type the number, so if you're typing like the number 7 or something like that, you're going to type like 7 exclamation point 7A, something like that. It beats Facebook's algorithms a little bit. It makes it so that I see more of your comments. Because what happens is Facebook thinks you're spamming me and you start losing comments. So when you see start, you can start guessing number 1 through 100. I guess I should write a number down real fast. Okay, start guessing 1 through 100. Keep guessing. You can guess as many times as you want. You don't have to stop. Keep guessing. Keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100. This is for the Fatigues hat. Brian, you're allowed to just swear on here. We don't care. Keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100. What happened? I'm not getting comments all of a sudden. Oh, there they go. Delayed for a second, of course. Oh, hold on. Might have got one. Where is it? I thought I saw it. Oh, there it is. Stop guessing. We got a winner! Alright, stop guessing, everybody. Stop guessing. Because we have a winner. Alright, I think we caught up. Alright, the winner of the Freedom Fatigues American made hat. Don't go anywhere after this because we got a bunch more giveaways still. Is yes, it was 32,695. Boom, Brian got it. No, I'm just kidding. Cindy Bayette. Cindy, congratulations. You got yourself the Freedom Fatigues hat. So Cindy, congratulations. Cindy, are you a first timer? Are you a first time winner? Second time winner. Sweet. I thought the name sounded familiar, but I couldn't remember. I'm horrible at names anyway, so don't take any offense, hopefully. So congratulations, Cindy. We still have the, this is one of my favorite shirts. This is one of my absolute favorite shirts. HMFIC. If you don't know what that means, think about it. Head, mother, in charge. Boom! It's one of my favorite shirts. I love this. Comes in green as well, but we're giving away a blue one today. So, we're not doing it right this second, but we will be giving that away very shortly here. So, don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, share the video with all your friends. Get everybody over here. The bigger this gets, the bigger the giveaways get. We've had some pretty damn big giveaways lately, though. So, share, though. Let's get more people. All right. So let's talk about. So we've kind of talked about this a little bit, but let's just keep going. CDC overstepping their boundaries again. The CDC is a freaking joke. That's all there is to it. Cindy said that hubby wears his all the time. He loves it. Sweet. Well, now you got one. Oh, the shirt. If you're talking about the shirt, then you gotta win it. But I do love that shirt. All right. So the CDC. So here's another thing that doesn't get reported very often. For whatever reason, because it's so crooked and so weird, I think, that they just don't want to report half the shit. But if you're not really following what's going on, you won't know about half the shit. Uh, so, a political appointee, uh, the Biden Harris administration, CDC directors are not confirmed by the U.S. Senate. But Dr. Rochelle Walensky took the helm of the national public health emergency in January. Now, in a recent interview with CNN, she literally went on record, this was just last week, um, trying to characterize gun crime. Hold on one second. Trying to characterize gun crime and accidents as an epidemic that would be tackled by the agency's help. So the CDC wants to get involved with anything gun related and call it a health epidemic. Think about that for a second. The Center for Disease Control wants to call gun crime and gun accidents an epidemic. What? Joel said, I don't get how the CDC has anything to do with guns and Second Amendment. Honestly, it's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. The CDC has nothing to do with guns. It has nothing to do with... It's another useless government organization is what it is. The exact quote from Walensky, something has to be done about this. Now is the time. It's pedal to the metal time. Part of this pedal is allocating over $10 million in taxpayer dollars for a variety of missions, including $2.2 million for tracking non-fatal gunshot wounds in 10 states over the next 3 years, and another $7.8 million in grants spread across 16 research awards to study firearms-related injury and crime. She said, I swore to the president and to this country that I would protect your health. This is clearly one of those moments, one of those issues that's harming Americans' health. It's ridiculous. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And this is the person that is running the freaking CDC. They're trying to get $10 million in taxpayer dollars to go towards researching gunshot victims and gun crime so that they can try to classify guns as a public health crisis. So they talk about the COVID pandemic. They're literally trying to turn this into a pandemic. Gun crime, gun accidents, guns in general. It's insanity. Walensky's been there for 8 months, and that's literally all Walensky has done is overstepped the boundaries of the CDC. It instituted a 60-day extension of the federal COVID-related ban on landlords evicting their tenants. That was the CDC that initiated the extension on landlords evicting tenants. So if you own a rental property in the United States of America, you are fucked. You literally cannot evict somebody that doesn't pay their bill. And the CDC was a part of that, to extend that. How does that have anything to do with CDC? Again, that is not a health mandate. It doesn't have anything to do with CDC. CDC falls under the Director of the Health and Human Services, cabinet level executive branch department. Uh, what else was there? There was something else that was just crazy that they just did. Oh yeah, the guy. That's the other thing. So the Department of Health and Human Services, Xavier Becerra, whatever. I don't know. Has no previous healthcare experience. This is the guy that's in charge of the um, Department of Health and Human Services, who oversees the CDC. Uh, he was confirmed by Senate with a 50 to 49 vote somehow. He was a former Attorney General of California and a long-term Democrat in Congress who campaigned gun control to include bans on assault weapons. While the state's top cop, he repeatedly ramped up regulations on guns, going as far as suing the ATF to force federal regulators to lower the boom on so-called 80% lowers and the kits. So this is the dude that went after Polymer 80, pretty much. Um, and he's running the, never had any experience in the health field at all. He's the Department of Health and Human Resources. He's the leader. He's the guy. It's freaking insane. Um, Moved from the CDC. They're trying to become a player in gun politics. It comes directly from Biden. That's what it is. This is all appointees from Biden, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. And that is all it is. They're trying to put in place. You can see the writing on the wall. All they're doing is they're trying to put in place any way possible to regulate guns, and that is what they're trying to do. It's all gun control. They're trying to figure it out. So if they can't go through one form of government because it doesn't get shot down, then they'll go to the CDC. The CDC will do this bullshit research, and they'll say that, oh, all this gun crime could be prevented, and it's a health crisis. So we just need to ban guns so that we can prevent people from getting shot. And that's what they'll try to say. It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan of the Democrats, the Biden-Harris administration. It's absolutely insane, is what it is. It has to be stopped. Something has to be done about it, and it's insane. Let me read some of these comments here. Hang on one second. I know you guys were commenting like crazy. The gun debate was held in 1771. Alright, so here we go. Waste taxpayer dollars, Joel said. CDC can't handle the Wuhan virus hoax. Holster my gun. CDC is the reason no one had to pay their rent. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, which is just crazy in itself. So I know people. I actually know a guy down the street. There's a rental house down the street. They haven't paid rent, the tenants, in over a year. The guy sold his house and literally does not own another house other than the rental house. He's living on somebody's property in his camper because his tenants won't leave the frickin' house, and he can't do anything about it legally. It's just absolutely insane. Gavin, no, the landlords are getting nothing to cover not getting rent. They overstep the authority. Bill said, pay up your insurance, landlords. Natural eviction. Nikki said, so glad the stupid $300 is gone. Get your ass out and start working. If you have legit health issues, I respect that, but people can milk system as they do. Um, yes, I agree 100%, Nikki. The other problem, what we're seeing in Michigan anyway, like today, I kept getting phone calls from my kid's school. Colton's school started today, and they had to cancel bus routes because they didn't have bus drivers. It's not that bus drivers don't want to go to work. It's that bus drivers don't want to have to be forced to be vaccinated or drive a fucking bus with a mask on. They they want to be able to just drive and run their routes and go home and be done with the day. They don't need to be vaccinated. They don't need to be forced to do all this crap. And that's another reason that we don't have people going back to work. People don't want to go to work and get stuck being vaccinated or be forced to wear a mask or comply with something that they don't like. Like it's just ridiculous. Brian said, I think mentally unstable people should not be able to hold any office. I agree 100%, and that would mean that literally 98% of our government, state, local, and federal, would be out, which would be fantastic. Gavin said, assault weapons do not exist, plain and simple. Anything can be a weapon. Exactly, that's always been my argument. Assault weapons, a weapon is a weapon. A firearm is a firearm. The only way that that thing can assault somebody is by a human doing it. I have a pen. This is a regular pen. I stab you in the jugular with it. It is now an assault pen. Right? Because I assaulted you with the pen. Simple. Brian said ban all rocks too. Shit, Gavin, the way schools act and stuff, peanuts are deadlier than a freaking bullet, man. Earl said they're also trying to rejoin us in the UN Arms Trade Treaty. It's ridiculous. CDC gets their information from Chicago, bases on the rest of the country. The CDC should not have anything to do with firearms, no matter where the information comes from. It doesn't matter. It is the Center for Disease Control, not gun regulations. It's the Center for Disease Control. Guns are not a disease. They're an inanimate object. It's a tool. It's just like having a hammer or a screwdriver or a pen. It does nothing that it's not supposed to do unless if the human behind it does something. So if you want to look into how many mentally unstable, how many people with mental illness killed somebody with a gun, I guess the CDC could try to look into that because mental illness is a disease. But if they're going to look into that, then they better start looking into cross-dressing and transvestites and all these other pronoun things that there are now, because that's mental illness. Start calling it what it is. KFC in Perry didn't open for a while because of no workers. Yeah, I've seen a lot of restaurants and stuff have like a day that they're not open right now. Nikki said mask mandates. My body, my choice. Thanks. Weapons are the tool. Why isn't Biden had his physical and mental assessment? They pushed the shit out for Trump because that would not fit the Democrats' agenda. That's why. So I was reading an article and it was from it was actually like people that work with the Biden administration, and when he goes and does a speech, they actually they mute him. They don't, because the administration has so much anxiety backstage because they don't know what's going to come out of his freaking mouth. So um, they literally mute him so they don't have to hear it. That's how bad it is. The CDC join the ATF or something. They're all in cahoots, Gavin. They all are. They're all one. They're all one to the other. Chicago wants kids to take Uber to school because the bus drivers walk down. That's hilarious. Elected positions should have term limits. Maybe that would make it so we don't have people milking we the people for a paycheck. Also, it might make it so that these people want to do something to show, hey, this is what I was able to accomplish during my term versus just disagreeing with the other side and collecting the paycheck for the rest. Yes, James said that. James, you're 100% right. And that is really what it should be. That is what our government was based on when it was created, was accountability. And when you have no accountability and you have career politicians, Joe Biden's been in office for 47 years, and the guy's literally never accomplished anything except for making himself rich. That's it. So when you have politicians that don't accomplish anything, they should be gone. They should have term limits. So if you start off as a governor of your state or whatever, the mayor of a town, move up to governor of the state, you can only be that position for a certain amount of time. It doesn't matter. When you get up to Senate, it's 8 years, you're in and out. You're done. That's all you got. Better make the most of it. Brian said transgender is a mental illness, 100%. It actually is a real mental illness, but for some reason, they don't want to talk about that a guy thinking he's a girl or a girl thinking he's a guy is a mental illness. It's called gender dysphoria, and it's a real medical illness that maybe the CDC should freaking get their head out of their ass and go look into. You know. His first pull-out failure, Rich. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi is senile as well as everybody else. Joel said, ladies a millionaire shouldn't be in her position. She's too old. She's 83 years old. Pelosi's at least 83. I don't even know. She's 93 probably. These people just need to go away already. That's it. They need to just die. Go away. Done. You've lived your life. You've milked the U.S. economy. Made yourself rich. Your family's set for life. Just retire. Forget about it. James said, he doesn't know who said it, but public service should be a burden on the individual and something you want to keep doing you don't want to keep doing for the rest of your life. Exactly. But when you get rich off of doing nothing, why not? Look at Bernie Sanders. Dude's never had a real job in his life. Literally has never had a real job in his life. How are you a millionaire? You've never had a real job in your life. It's insane. It's just insane. What else is in here? I'm trying to read through this real quick and see if I missed anything else crazy that the CDC's been doing. sure there's other stuff that they're doing, but the CDC should never have any hand in um, in gun control. That's all there is to it. So I want to see. I'm curious. Oops. Looking something up real quick. So Xavier Becerra, who's the Department of Health and Human Services director, um, his net worth is around $150 million. How? When you look up these guys, I love looking up this stuff and like look up these guys' net worth. Nancy Pelosi's net worth, $196 million. Currently, her salary is $193,400 a year. How do you make, let's call it 200 grand a year? Just good paycheck. I'd be happy with 200 grand a year. How do you make 200 grand a year living the way she lives and be worth $196 million? How does that work? To get to that amount of money, you'd be making that money for 980,000 years or something like that. It's just ridiculous. Over 150 years it adds up. That's awesome. I don't care if she married a rich guy or whatever. It doesn't matter. If you're making that amount of money, how is your net worth $196 million? It's crazy. Insider trading. Her second job is a lot lizard. Who? I don't know, man. Brian. I'm going to go ahead and just say this. Brian drives a semi-truck. If that was the lot lizard in that lot that he was pulling into, I'm pretty sure that he would just run it over. It's done. It needs to go back, be done. Jeff said she made it cooking chicken. I better start cooking more chicken. It's freaking nuts. It's absolutely crazy. Alright, who wants to win a shirt? Let's change it up here. Let's talk about this shirt. Give away a shirt here. Maybe give away a magazine. And then I'm going to talk to you about this life card pistol from Trailblazer. Brian said drive right over it. Reviewing ice cream. That's fantastic. It's all she can eat. Teeth fall out. There it is. HMFIC. Head motherfucker in charge. When you wear this shirt, you become the HMFIC. So, we're giving one away. Whatever size you need, shipped directly to your house. FreedomFatigues.com. Make sure you guys go check it out after the show. Order, put in the notes that you're from Pew Pew Nation. Order some of the Pew Pew Nation apparel. The new Do Not Comply shirt is out, and it is fantastic. I don't know where they are in this warehouse, so I couldn't find one. But you, maybe you guys can see this. Boom. There it is. Do not comply. It's big. It's bold. It's a black shirt, red letter. It's in your face. And that's what we wanted. So it's fantastic. Jeff, you can't wear that in Silver Lake because I'm gonna wear this in Silver Lake. All right. So who wants to win this thing? You guys ready? Pick a number here. For the shirt. All right. Trailblazers Pack 9. I'll check that thing out. Red lettuce. Alright. So we're going to give this thing away. So when you see start, you're going to start guessing 1 through 100. You can only guess one number at a time. Guess number, throw a period, exclamation point, A, B, whatever the hell you want to put in there. Helps beat the algorithms for Facebook so that they don't think that you are spamming the Pew Pew Nation page. So when you see start guessing 1 through 100. One through 100, Jeff. 999 is more than 100. And he thinks he's going to be the HMFIC in Silver Lake. Come on. Get out of here, stupid Matt. Alright, so keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100. So I gotta lower the number here or something? Come on. Come on. 1 through 100. Alright, we're gonna have to lower the number. I'm getting impatient like Chris. He's not here, so I gotta act like him. 1 through 50. We're at 1 through 50 now. Keep guessing. 1 through 50. Oh, we got a winner. Boom. Stop guessing. Just making sure. Bam. We got an official official winner. Alright, stop guessing, everybody. You got a winner. Alright, are we ready? Everybody stop guessing. And the winner of my favorite, this is one of my favorite shirts. HMFIC. Again, this does come in a OD green as well as this, it's not really navy blue. It's like a stone wash blue. I don't know what to call this. It's cool. I like it. It's like a blue-gray. And the person that's going to be wearing that shirt is Earl Jackson. My man Earl. What's up? Earl is in Texas, which is fantastic. And Earl runs his own podcast called The Liberty Cast. So make sure you check out Earl's stuff on Facebook. Earl, you go ahead and post a link too if you want in the comments. So Earl, congratulations. Alright. So, we're going to talk about the biggest pistol that I own. And this is the Trailblazer Life Card. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this gun. But, Trailblazer Life Card. It's a monster. I've showed you the 50 cal Desert Eagle. I showed you guys that FNX 45 Tactical. What else? I've had the Smith & Wesson M&P 12 on here a couple weeks ago. Some big guns. This one takes the cake though. So, let me grab it here. Woo! There she is. Yep. That's it. That's the gun. I know, it's disappointing, right? This is the Trailblazer. Let's see if it'll focus there. Come on, focus on it. There it goes. The Life Card, chambered in .22 Magnum, made in the USA, from Trailblazer Firearms. So, this is a very, I'm going to go with gimmicky little pistol. It is designed by Trailblazer to fit inside an Altoids container. So I'm not going to say what this gun would be perfect for, but if you are, going somewhere that has those things that sense metal, and you have this inside the Altoids container, it probably won't sense the metal. That's, just saying. So, this thing's crazy. The way it works, it is a .22 Magnum pistol that folds up just like this. It's the size, I don't have my wallet on me. It's about the size of a credit card, is really what it is. It fits inside an Altoids container, so if you have an Altoids container or eat Altoids, you'll know exactly how big this is. But this is it. So it's got these little latches on it. All you do is you pull down on this latch, and that releases the pistol portion of it. So all your action is this part here. So your trigger, obviously, it looks like a regular trigger. You have this little piece on the back here. That is actually your hammer. So you have to pull that back. I'll show you in a second, but obviously I'm going to make sure this thing's clear first. So then you pull that other lever back right there. That opens up your barrel, which, as you can see, is clear. Nothing in there. Holds one round of .22 Magnum. You put the round in there. You close your barrel down. You pull your hammer back, which is not easy to grab and pull back, but that sets your trigger, and then you are ready to roll. So this is your pistol here. So you hold on to the handle. You got your gun. You got the barrel. Bang. That's it. So you got one shot. It's a belly gun. It does hold I think there's 3 or 4 extra rounds will fit in the back side there. It's got this little storage area, slides open, slides closed. The gun, like I said, it's very gimmicky. It is made in the USA, but I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna really use it for. I've shot it. I've shot actually quite a bit through this thing. It is not the most accurate gun in the world, that's for sure. But it is functional. It does work. It does shoot. It's 22 Magnum. It really doesn't have that much recoil. You do get a full grip on this thing, so you can see my whole hand is on that gun. So you do get that advantage. You get the cool factor, that's for sure. The build quality is actually surprisingly very, very well built. It's very well put together. All the hardware they use is pretty nice on it. It's got a little lanyard hole, so you can be like Flavor Flav, carry your life card around your neck. But I don't know. It's just a cool gun. Something different. It's not great. It's not terrible. But it is different. And you know me, that's what I like to show you guys. It's stuff that's different. Brian said if you're 10 feet away, accuracy doesn't mean squat. That is very true. And like I said, it's not the most accurate thing in the world, but it also does hit the target. So I shot this thing a bunch of times, different 22 Magnums loads in it, and everything that I shot was within like 10, 12 feet, because let's face it, you're not shooting out to 50 yards, 100 yards with this thing. Although, might make a cool video if I tried. But when you shoot it, you really can't even put 2 hands on it because the trigger is coming back into your finger. So it's kind of hard to grip right. But if you're shooting this thing, like what it's made for, it's 10 feet. It's from me to my computer, bang, and I put a round on somebody. It's your backups, 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 backup. I'd add another backup in there. So, it is. That's what it is. It's pretty cool though. It's like I said, build quality is well built. Cool factor, it definitely does turn heads. I've shot it at public ranges and had many range officers that were like, what is that? Can I try it? So, and then it looks like some sort of alien tool when you open it all up. So, pretty cool. So that is the Trailblazer Life Card. I honestly forgot how much they are. I looked it up earlier and I forgot to write it down. I want to say they're too much money. That's what I'm going to say. I think they're like $200 or $250 or something. Let's check it out. Let's look it up real quick. TrailblazerFirearms.com if you want to go check it out. Ooh, the Pac-9 is on there. So Red Lettuce, I think I need to do some video on the Pac-9. Just saying. Article video. So is that all that Trailblazer makes now is the Pac-9? They don't make the... Oh, there it is. You gotta, like, navigate their website here. Oh, yeah, it's way too much. $299 to $359. So apparently there's options that you can get that bring the price up. The way it's designed, it is designed so it will not fire when it's closed like this. So you can keep a round in the barrel assembly there. But the only problem is you still have to pull this little tiny hammer back that is not. It's really not the easiest thing to pull back. But once you do, bang, I can shoot somebody. So, pretty cool. said might as well get a high point. But your high point is like is like a brick. There's nothing around here that's as big as that. So you do get that advantage that you have a little tiny cool factor gun rather than a high point that everybody be like, hey, you got a high point. Yeah, it holds 3 extra rounds in the handle. Weighs 7 ounces. It's a 1/2 inch thick. It's a 1/2 inch. Pretty cool. Alright. Flashlight and red dot add-ons. Somebody said. I don't know where that is, but Earl responded to it. No. It does throw a big ass fireball out. So if you shoot it, it will throw a giant fireball out, and then you could say that you put a flashlight on it because you had a big flash of light at the end of it. I guess. I don't know. Alright, so does anybody have any questions about anything that we talked about today? Any of that good stuff? I gotta look at this Pac 9 some more. I'm gonna have to get one of these. It's very ugly. I'm so confused by what I'm looking at. Oh, what? I'm very confused by this thing. How does the... I'll have to watch a video of it. How the hell does the stock get under the barrel? It's confusing. Folds somehow. It's some kind of crazy folder. I'm going to get one and show you guys. Shut up, phone. Alright, so no questions. I am going to get going. I got get a smoker put back together and all that good stuff. How can I make the gun manufacturers get a 6.5 PRC made? I guess email them? I don't know. I don't have any pull in that department, that's for sure. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Make sure you guys go to freedomfatigues.com, check out all of the stuff. Go get your damn it, which way does it go? There it is. Go get your HMFIC shirts, get your hats. Make sure you go pick up the new Do Not Comply shirt. Grab I Plead the Second shirt. Check it all out. We will ship very, very quickly. FreedomFatigues.com, PewPewNationUSA.com, all 100% American made apparel. Good stuff. Jeff asked, what is in Matt's sauce recipe? Ha! Not happening, buddy. Not happening. I did make my own sauce, though, Jeff, that you're going to have to try on Friday. And I'm going to go with it's might be better than Matt's. Just throwing it out there. Alan, I appreciate it. Stephanie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure you guys watch my page for updates Friday throughout the cook. And I'll let you guys know Friday night how we place. So we got chicken wings and ribs. So let's see what we can do. My goal is to not finish dead ass last. That's all I want to do. It'll be badass if I just get everything turned in on time and I don't finish last. So it'll be a good time either way. We'll see you guys all next week. Make sure you head to PewPewNationUSA.com. Check it out. Get some shirts. Get some of the apparel. FreedomFatigues.com as well. And if you can, donations down below here. Venmo is at PewPewNation. The PayPal is detailed images at gmail.com. Any donations are greatly appreciated. We don't make any money doing this. All this stuff costs money. Costs money to make it. Costs money to ship it. And it all just costs money. So your donations help pay for better giveaways. They help pay for the shipping of all this stuff, for the product themselves. all that good stuff. So if you can donate a couple bucks, we greatly appreciate it. And also, we didn't get to give it away today, but we will next week probably, right here, Not Just Guns. Go to notjustguns.com. Tonight, there is an auction going right now as we speak. So go order your shirts from freedomfatigues.com, Pew Pew Nation USA, then head over to notjustguns.com and order some guns, ammo, holsters, accessories, lights, red dots, all that good stuff. They got it all over there. It's all on the auction. Awesome stuff. See you guys all next week. Don't forget, yes, there you go. Brian just posted the link again. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out his YouTube channel. Subscribe to Pew Pew Nation on YouTube as well. We're like at 900 subscribers. I want to hit 1,000 by the end of this month. So share my videos. Share it. Get everybody over there. Let's get hit 1,000 goal. It'll be pretty sweet. So we will see you guys all next week. Earl, post your link one more time too. Check out the Liberty Cast. Earl Jackson is a fellow badass American patriot like all of us, and talks about kind of the same shit we talk about, just in a little different light. He's not. He doesn't get as intense as we do sometimes. So see you guys all later, and thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. There it is. Thank you, Earl. See you guys. Oh, if you won, send me your shit. Send me your information. Peace.